Welcome to the party, everybody. Let's do it. Let's do the live stream. Here we are. We've done it. By God, we've done it. All right. Everything is working. Good. Cool. Bitcoin is going up. That's why you came here, most probably. But let's just break down the basics, shall we, on why Bitcoin is going up. And it all starts with the weekly chart, shall we? So let's go to the weekly. And let's put in the ticker BLX so we have full history. Beautiful, BLX. Oh. Alright. Let's switch this to logarithmic. So it looks super goofy for a second, but makes more sense. And here's what we care about. So, last time, every period on the wake PM was below the 0.4 value. It was all the way over here. It's this mark. Alright? This means there was very high potential energy, a lot of gas in the tank. If there's a lot of gas in the tank, that means you can go very, very far. Okay? Which way was the CCI weighted? Positively. Alright. A lot of gas in the tank. Upward implied direction. What do you think happens right here, guys? Why, so help me God. At this location, we saw, goodness gracious, a 3,000% increase. That's very nice. Very cool stuff. So, what happens if we go over here and, we look for that exact same signal. Alt-V. What do we see at this location, my brethren? Why, it is the exact same signal, of course. Alright, well, which way is the CCI weighted? Positive weighting. You look at that. Alright. Now, over here, the bull run did not end until we saw the following. Until this purple line crossed up above 0.7. And sure, you can say, oh, every period was above 0.9 over here. That's probably more accurate, yes. But we're just going to use 0.7. Right? Every period is above 0.7 at this location on the weekly chart. So, what do? Go over here, and is every period above 0.7? Why, no, the 200 period is actually still below the 0.4 value. Why, that is still quite low. That is a lot of remaining potential energy on a longer time frame. So, know what that means? That means we're just getting started. All right, so from the location of this signal to the current time, so right here, it has been 130 days since that time. Goodness. So if we go back here and look at this signal, and we look 130 days in the future, right here. All right, how far did we go? 130 days. Pretty much that's this here. All right, and I'm just gonna put that in the little blocks for you with that range. Okay, so. We got this here. Nice. And where are we over here? We got this here. Nice. So yeah, pretty much that's the same thing. All right, that's what I'm saying. And you might be saying, oh well, look how much larger this move here is. Well, sure. This is a logarithmic scale. Don't forget that. We go up. This is a 500% increase since that period. Oh, let's go over here. How big is this? This here is, well, wow, that's the smaller. Yeah, that's a 100% increase. Very nice. Oh, excuse me. This goes far lower. It's down here. Let's try that again, shall we? So from this location to here, yeah, 130% versus 500%. Wow, this is a lot more volatile. Fascinating. Well, from where I'm sitting, that's okay. Because if you have implied gas in the tank, all is fair game. And we're breaking all due time highs here. What, third impulse? I like it. I'm on board. Goodness gracious. So we're actually accelerating at a faster rate than we were prior. Which is very interesting. This move has simply been explosive. And that could be attributed to the very nature that Bitcoin simply has more traction at this current time. And the fact that we're just absolutely demolishing all this resistance, it's a very good sign. I like it. Good stuff. So, does that activate your almonds? Most likely. All right, let's get into the actual questions. Live stream questions. Let's start at the top. And JC, I appreciate the enthusiasm. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 charts. I'll probably check half those, my dude. It's a lot of charts. I don't even... We are doing ADA. That's where we're starting. Alright, ADA BTC. Alright, you have explosive trend and a very obvious drawback. What we care about is the trend pivot. Can we define the trend pivot? Yes, we can. We're directly on top of it on the daily chart. So pretty much if we remain above this line here, we're going to be in trend. If not, then we're probably going to see a very long and bearish mean reversion down to 1106. Okay. And I imagine this pivot is going to be rather volatile. So if we do intend to stick around here, expect a lot of up and downs, meaning it's going to be a little hard to get entry at this current time. And this is on a shorter time frame mean reversion. Yeah. It's based off of the 70 period, and that actually has currently expired. So there's very little I can do for you on this current chart. Try the 15-minute, just in case. 15-minute, first thing I see is a CCI roll down that's bearish. So I would wait. A lot of hype around ADA right now, but I'm just not seeing the technicals to back it up. Okay, let's check out what's next. FLM, shall we? And everybody watching currently from TradingView, please, I encourage you to drop your comments in the chat. I'll get to them as soon as I can. Okay. 4-hour chart, you have a tapered bullish trend inside a compression area range. Very interesting. So, we can reliably use the swing high from our CLCP, the blue line here, as our swing high, and it appears the mean is holding quite nicely. So if you'd like to attempt to channel trade this and attempt an entry at around 756 to 772, that would be your prerogative. Next up is RCN. Okay, let's try it on the daily chart. Wow. Wow. Okay, so daily chart, you actually do have an upward expansion here based off sufficient compression. Will the upcoming stimulus pump the cryptocurrency market? Can you assign a dollar figure amount? Actually, I'd like to do two things. Can you give me the dates of the last 3 stimuluses? And I'll do a side-by-side comparison of the DXY and the entire crypto market cap. And I would like to look at the reactions of the DXY, the Dollar Strength Index, versus the cryptocurrency cap market and the timestamps of the last 3 stimuli. And doing so would actually let me answer that question from a purely technical standpoint. Otherwise, I simply fundamentally don't know enough about that information to just give you my opinion. So provide me those data points and I'll be happy to check on that information for you. Also, I love this part of the song. It's so good. So, this is actually an active expansion on the daily chart, which is very bullish as of this week. 4-hour is providing a pivot. I don't like its resolution though. Let's go to the 2-hour, see how it looks. Wow. Oh baby. Yeah, this is good. So, swing low is implied to be 174, where it bounced prior. Currently it's 183, so that is defined off of the 1.25 standard deviation of the 160 period. Looks really good. If you want to attempt to use that pivot to buy the swing low, I highly recommend it. We have the implication that daily is in a state of active expansion. It's a good chart. GRT. Okay. Active okay, so you have your initial daily bearish mean inversion. It's generating off this false signal here, so it should be 150. That has expired, but you have a new active bearish expansion, and that is registering correctly. So, yeah, your current trend pivot for bearishness is 3260. It's really far away. So unless we have like a flash up here where you can re-enter shorts, that's what I would recommend. Otherwise, I would stay away from this. Alternatively, you can attempt very aggressive buy using the 3.2 standard deviation of 70 period. That should actually effectively be a good swing low. You can use that to scalp upwards, but that is a very risky trade, and you need to be very adept at reading the volatility here. So, probably a mentor. I totally butchered that. I took Latin and I don't remember how it goes. Buyer beware. That's what it's supposed to be. All right, next up. Bog. Okay. I can't look at that. Sorry. Bitcoin did that. Adam, let's take a look. Okay. Active bearish trend. Wow. This is super clean. Like, let's just remove some lines here. I'll explain this to you. Actually, I want the lines back. Alright, so blue here is compressionary range. Alright? Pretty good for defining breakouts. If you're inside and you move outside, that's going to be considered breakout. And as we talked about on Bitcoin, we have our expansion. Look at this here. Everything's popping up here. That is the beginning of trend. And when you have nothing but bearish weighting on your CCI, that's going to result in a very bearish move. Lo and behold, you have significant bearish trend. So, no, this is a bearish chart. I'd stay away. Yeah. Ooh. Trading view froze. Nice. So 3333 current trend pivot to the downside. And is that? No, it's not generating. So no, just don't do it. Stay away. It's bearish. Link USD, let's check it out. So Link is the Bitcoin, I find. Yeah. Wow, that is some aggressive downtrend, let me say. This is actually expanding to the downside. I would stay away from this for the moment. I think we really need to bottom out here. So we had our trend. We had our initial bearish spike with a relief. Bitcoin strategies. Hey, 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 I made it. It is a pleasure to have you here, my dude. Then, let's see. I'm going to expect compression here. You have a lot of noise. This is actually bearish expansion. Daily chart is bearish on Link. Just keep that in mind. And 4 hour, you have an active bearish. You might be able to short this actually. Hold on. You do have a bearish trend pivot. Very nice. Okay, so based on, I'm going to go to the 2 hour because that's going to be cleaner. Very good. All right, so you have a trend pivot basing itself around 5147. I'm thinking if we have a spike up to that trend pivot there, we should be able to short. It's just not the play I'm interested at this current time. And if Bitcoin is an aggressive upward trend and Link BTC is an aggressive bearish trend, guess what happens when we look at the USD chart? It's going to be compression. It's just going to go sideways. Ready? Ah, okay. So this is why I don't look at Link USD, because we use volatility to trade, and if a coin goes nothing but sideways, that is going to register as the as storing potential energy. What is the word for storation? To store? Like to restoration is to restore. What is the word for store? I don't know. But this looks like it's storing energy, right? Well, that's only because it's a derivative. You have Bitcoin going up, you have Link going down. So for our volatility indicators, it's going to look as, oh, look, this is compression. And then all of a sudden you come over here and you look at this breakout and say, oh, look, you have 14 period popping up. Wow, beautiful. You've got, how's that even weighted bearish? Like, oh, look, you have bearish weighting here. And then what happens? It fails, right? Like, this is supposed to be a breakout based on these volatility readings, right? But it fails almost instantly, and that is because this is a derivative chart, right? Bitcoin is going up, Link is going down, and it results in compression for Link USD. And that was actually a question by Delaney. So that is my explanation as to why these expansion failed. And like you have another example right here where you have, 14 period crossing up. You have bullish waiting on the CCI, and nothing happens. It just goes sideways. So don't use USD pairings, people. It's not worth it. Just look at Bitcoin, look at Link, one at a time, and then you're going to get your answer. Alright, next up. P and K. Let's do BQI first, sorry. Anybody watching from TradingView, please put your questions in the chat. I encourage you. Oh, nice. I know you got a game plan to talk about, but if you have time, I'm putting it on the list up top. Take your time getting to it in the downtime. Crypto, GRT, Mana, Loom. I am sure after my whole rant, you wouldn't mind if I looked at the Bitcoin pairings. Please clarify for me. I'm gonna look at GameStop right now, though. Oh, that's GE, not GME. I'm sorry. I thought you were a degenerate for a second. That is a term of endearment, mind you, please. Yeah, I prefer Bitcoin pairing. Good. That's good. Let's take a look. GRT, doing BQX. Ooh, so I know this looks like trend, but these are very choppy readings. I want it in simple terms for anyone watching. Bro, look at my chart. It's going to be simple terms is going to be the recap after I do my analysis. Also, I love this song. I love all the songs in this playlist. I love this playlist. Alright. Daily is choppy. 4 hour is maxed out. Okay, that's kind of lame. 2 hour... Like, this is just the worst wave PM reading I've seen. Right, it's just layer, 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 layer based on smaller sub-expansions, which you can actually trade on the lower time frame. But no, this is just a very noisy downward channel, and I'm not interested. May you take a look at F? I'd be happy to. I'm going to take a look at Mana first, because I actually like Mana. Traded it in the past. Okay. Look at these old pivots I drew from... Christ. Oh god, my Fibonacci pitchfork from 2018. Yeah. I mean, it worked okay. Not interested though. Goodbye. Okay, so... This was a very fun mean version to trade, but there weren't many swing lows to get on. That's some OG calls. Yeah, man. Wow, that's some explosive movement. Alright, we need a trend pivot. That's what I'm getting here. Man, but these are just so tapered, it's hard. 12 hour, please. So, this is interesting. Like, you have the initial expansion here, which would be a breakout trade to take. But, so you're defining volatility based on prior movement for 100 bars, right? And you'll notice that this initial impulse here, this actually gives you a wave PM reading and a mean inversion pivot, and it all plays out perfectly. But the problem is, now that we've defined this area here as volatility, this breakout here isn't generating us a reliable pivot. Because we're using this volatility, and this is more the same, just slightly upward tilted. And consequently, we aren't going to get a good trend pivot. So this is very hard for us to trade. Okay. 6 minute, though, was actually, or sorry, 15 minute. This is in log. Yeah, just turn that off. It doesn't make too big a difference. Mostly because these values aren't going to change. Like, you'll notice that this value here stretches down to 0, and I swap it on the log. It's going to be at 0. So. Or when we look at the Bitcoin charts, it goes to negative numbers, because Bitcoin's just that volatile. And you get some goopy-looking charts, bro. Alright. Yeah, since we don't use any static pivots in this login, this is fun. Yeah, so you have a trend pivot here at 1300. So if you scoop down to that value, you can definitely buy quite reliably. I'm gonna guess we're gonna do that, right? So buy there. Okay. Next up, F. Yeah, sure thing, man. My pleasure. That was the daily. Okay. So what you have here is a trend pivot that gets crossed here, and then it mean reverts to the blue line. And now it can do whatever the hell it wants as long as it stays inside this range, which is really not helpful. So, 4-hour chart might be more enlightening. It's not. 1 hour. Yeah, so I don't know what this is going to do. And I have the confidence to say that. Nope, no idea. Sorry, brother. I'll go. Sure. Let's check out Loom, shall we? You know, I did some training when Loom first came out. Play with the volatility. All the way back in, yeah, I played this here, this pennant. If you'll believe it. So, we get this cute little trend line, and we, I think I bought around here. And I had to sell around here. Sad. But it was a good play. It made sense at the time. How do we look right now, though? Okay. Wow. Yeah, the song agrees with you, man. So, we're in a state of expansion, but not from a place of compression. And that just kind of results in messy trend, and I'm not too interested. Yeah. Sorry. Alright, let's check out Uni. Oh, actually, I'm pretty sure Uni is not on Training View, is it? Oh, it is. Huh. I'm thinking... Never mind. Okay, active compression. Good. Wow. Okay, hold on. Is this generating... It is. That's a good generation. Okay, so this is an active trend on the higher time frames. I'm thinking we should scoop up here. Wow. Problem is 4 hours maxed out, but it's generating at roughly the same value as it was on the day 12 hour, excuse me. Those smokestacks, one day I'll understand. It's actually pretty simple, dude. So, this indicator here generates off of the highest period that is red. So essentially all we do is we try to make the smokestacks as clean and simple as... What did I do? Stop that. Try to make the stacks as clean and simple as possible. So you get one solid red connected. And when that happens, that means that this indicator is going to render out cleanly. And when that happens, we can use it as a trend pivot. Right? So if we're outside, we're in trend. If we're inside, we're in compression. And that will remain true as long as the highest period remains yellow. And as soon as it turns green, you can do whatever the hell it wants. That's it. That's the boiled down version of this indicator. Like over here, you go to the, I don't know, 5-minute chart, sure. Ooh, this is cool, by the way. I think Bitcoin's gonna break out again in like the next... Woof! Okay, hold on. I don't have a timeline, but what I do have is that this is really good, guys. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. So... what we see here is big red plume, right? It's clean, it's connected, which generates this trend pivot. Okay? As long as we're above this pivot, Bitcoin will remain in trend. And what we see here is complete compression, high potential energy. So, if, say, we break up here, and this expands, trend will continue. But if we go inside the pink band, that will be active bearish expansion, and we'll see trending mean reversion. So this is a really good position for Bitcoin to be in because we can easily take a high confidence position. All right, we're either going to get trend continuation or mean reversion. Because this is super compressed. As soon as it does any expansion, it'll wait one way or the other, and then we'll get a significant trend. Like, this is great. Like, if I wanted to, I could just wait until this triggers live, and we can trade it live. Which would be fun. Okay. Oh. Okay. It is my pleasure, Bitcoin Strategies. Wow. So like your initial thought is, oh look, bearish mean inversion, must go to pink line. The thing is, two things. One, it's generating off of this disconnected cloud, so can't use it. And two, it's nearly expired, it's almost turned green, so. That's why I toggle around between time frames, because now, you're like on the 12 hour, boom, one solid red connected cloud, great. Cross the bearish mean inversion pivot, cool. Trending bearishly, cool. Bearish expansion, cool. Yeah, now this is bearish. You go to a lower time frame. Would you look at that? This is one solid red connected bloom. Guess what that means? Oh, would you look at that? We have ourselves a bearish trend pivot. So, swing high, swing high. Look at that. Plain and simple. Yes, this is bearish until it goes bullish. Would you imagine that? Double red blooms? So this is generating, this is what I call converse expansion. Initially you have an upward motion, but it expands bearishly so rapidly that it actually causes downward expansion. And while that can give you weird readings, if the move is aggressive enough, it can work out. And that's happening because you're incorporating bullish volatility into a bearish reading. And while I'm talking about this, you can get these indicators from our website. Yeah, but it's a lot, bro. The course I made to use these indicators is like 7 hours long. And I made that like almost 2 years ago. So I'm sure I could add a few more hours in insight. But It's the only strategy that exists that works intra-time frame. Hey, Chris Salura, thank you for the coins, my dude. I like this little ping they gave me. That's cool. I don't know what happens when I click this, so I'm not gonna do it. It's gonna like pull up my personal email for me to write a message. But thank you, dude. Appreciate it. Yeah, but this is really cool. So a mean inversion condition isn't technically a mean inversion condition. It's a compressionary condition. And all that means is it needs to stay inside the 1.25 standard deviation. These lines until sufficient compression. You'll notice, this is awesome, guys. So right, we have our initial impulse, and then it begins mean reverting. And it attempts to start a bearish move. Guess where it finds support? Right here. Isn't that amazing? Right, you have a bullish move, but it enters a compressionary condition. And because it's compressionary, you cannot enter re-expansion. So what happens? Price tapers along like almost exactly that support level. That's insane. Is this a market cipher type indicator? Dude, that sounds so cool. I want to know what that is. No, everything on this chart is a Bollinger Band, and that's it. This is just Bollinger Bands and nothing else. So, get this. These are Bollinger Bands, right here. CCI is a mean absolute deviation representation of a Bollinger Band. 1.25 standard deviation is the pivot for the expansion or compression of any distribution period. So if you're inside 100 to negative 100, that means you're compressing. If you're outside, that means you're expanding or in trend, right? Everybody thinks CCI is an oscillator. I'm sure it is. It's kind of a stupid thing for me to say, because it's true, but they think swing high, swing low. Now this is a trend indicator, right? If the 200 period is below negative 100, that means it's trending negatively. And then this here is a relative reading for how wide a Bollinger Band is. So if it's above 0.9, that means if it's exhausted or too wide. And if it's below 0.4, that means it's compressed or high potential energy. And then the heat map is just the prior indicator as a heat map. Blue is below 0.4, red is above 0.9. That's it. It's just Bollinger Bands and nothing else. Everybody likes to swap their tools around. All you need to do is know how to use one tool really, really well. And sure, this is kind of developed on just one tool, but it's silly stuff. But credit to a cat with charts. He's the mastermind behind most of this stuff. Almost all of it. This was the stream that got the click on your site here. Beautiful. That's good. Click on my site, people. Do it. It's good for your health. It's my phone. Where's my phone? All right, what else you got for me, people? Because I like ranting. Fun. Okay. Do I do options? No, I personally do not trade options. I have never traded options in my life. But I know how to look at charts. Okay. So you're asking... Oh dear. If I understand you correctly, you need a new all-time high by April 16th? So, $40 is kind of around the 3.2 standard deviation of your long period here. I don't know. Okay, this is funky because this whole trend is generating off of this little blip right here, so I have to do this manually. Okay. We need to look at the 250. Okay. I think we need to look at the 2 hour to get a good compression reading. Hold on. Yeah. This is on, yeah, 250, good. So, here's what's happening. We saw mean inversion, we touched the mean, and now... Okay. So this here is good for you. This is potential energy. Bad news is, it's in the middle of compression. It has no direction. Okay? So in terms you can understand, here's what you should do. You should get a CCI, just any CCI, and you should just set up a 250 period on the CCI, okay? If that 250 period, which is the purple line, goes above 100, then that's good news for you. Alright, that's going to mean you're re-entering trend. That doesn't happen, then probably not. Then we're probably just going to go sideways. But by April 16th, it could happen. I personally wouldn't take a position right now, but since you're already in it, yeah, it's possible. All right, that's my professional analysis. Like, you have high potential energy, but you have no implied direction other than the fact that, yes, sure, this is in a very long-term trend. So yeah, that's actually fine. That's okay. It's not a position I would take, but it's possible. All right, XRP, let's go. Oh boy, this is why we look at Bitcoin pairings first. Because this is bad. What we have here is a nice compressionary range we can work with. Which actually could do us a lot of good. Hold on. Shit. Okay, hold on. You might actually be able to buy the swing low here. Hold on. Yeah, so from like 630 to 690, you can probably buy that with pretty high confidence. And then you would just try to sell the swing high here at 1100. Yeah, XRP is not bad. So the thing with compression, yeah, I have time for one more. Let's do it. This is very interesting. Actually, this could work out. Because typically after you have this kind of huge bullshit volatile move to the downside, you are stuck in compression because you have to get rid of all this red mass before you can do anything significant, right? And because of that, starting a new trend is very, very difficult. And with that information, you can define a swing low and a swing high, which is what this does, and you can buy the swing low. I say go for it, man. This is not bad. I know this is a very bearish chart, but I think you can buy it with pretty good confidence here. FISV. April 30th, 132. Are you entering this now, or are you already in? Can you also explain what 18 bid means? I don't trade options, so I'm not familiar with the terminology. Oh shit. This is really bullish. Holy shit. I like this. This right here is fucking good. That is a bullish signal. Last time it happened was here. Right there. And I'm going to bet with you. I didn't really look. But I'm going to bet with you that there's a significant trend that happens here. Are you ready? Yes. That is the case. It broke out to the upside. No, yeah, I think this is good, dude. I like it. You are breaking out to the upside right now. This is going to make a new all-time high. I like this one a lot more than the other one. And your time frame and target is much more reasonable. Oh, wait, this is the weekly. Hold on. April. Hold on. April 30th. 32. Yeah, I think you could do it, dude. I like this one more. 100%. Weekly chart is super bullish, all right? Every period is weighted positively. Every period is compressed, and you have the 14 period rolling up. It's good. I like it. What did I buy? I don't know what I did. Okay, goodbye. Nice. Good shit. It's not what I hit. It's weird. Oh. My microphone is on the F1 key. Yeah, let me know how that turns out, dude. Or join our Discord channel, and you could just keep me in the loop there. I usually forget about these things unless people remind me. Or unless I take the position myself. Okie doke, what's next? Dot? Did I do dot? I think I did. Sure thing, my man. Oh my god, he's done it. Welcome to the party. Yeah, look at this. Alright, what's next? Tell me what you want, you apes. I think the one caveat there is because it's a weekly level trend, and all you have is a few candles, it may take longer than you expect to actually rock it off, but I think you have enough time. Let's check out plug. Everybody watching, please get your comments in. Always happy to check. Hey yo! So here's a little confirmation bias for you, dude. Are you ready for this? You see this bad boy right here? Right? This big boy right here? That's the same signal we just looked at. What happens on this candle? Right, we'll even go a little late. Just like, be reassuring. Oh look, this is the start of a new downward trend. Why? Because all your periods were weighted negatively. Look at that. That is the signal we just looked at, except here it is playing out in hindsight. So, let that do the talking for you. Okay, daily chart. Let's start out. This is the weekly, right? Wow, okay. So, this signal here is what ended Bitcoin's bull run. Okay? It's like I planned that. No, dude! So, the problem with these indicators is you need a fucking 40-minute lesson that I just gave you to get to these wow, dude, what the fuck moments. Right? So, because you've been here, seeing these explanations, like, you get it. But it's a little bit more difficult if you just pop in and say, okay, cool. But this here, alright, this ended Bitcoin's bull run, and I'll show you. If we go over to BTC on the weekly, and we go over here, BLX, excuse me. Oh wait, no, this is fine. Right, what do we have right here, guys? Every period above 0.9. Boom. What happens here? End of the bull run. No, absolutely not. Right? Every period above 0.9 on the weekly means that it's dead. It's not going to do anything. It's going to fucking compress for years. So, plug. Alright, is dead. The bull run's over. This is going to compress for a very, very long time now. Right? It's the same signal. Weekly chart. 0.9. And this is what's going to happen over the next 3 years. It's just going to do this. It's going to be depressing as hell, because everybody's going to think, oh, buy the dip, baby, let's go. No, it's dead. Oh, want to know another place we could see this happen? On the NASDAQ Composite. Ooh. We have to... No, shit, the weekly works. Hold on. Guess what I see? On this candle. Every period is above 0.9. What happens here? Oh, look! Oh, fuck. It's the end, and it just does this. Look at that. Beautiful. It died! Alright. Now, what if you could know that right here, that this was not a dip, but the end of the dot-com bubble? That'd be pretty useful, wouldn't it? Well, plug is in the same position. It's dead. And I just got a new purchase. Somebody bought my dice. Let's see. $60. Hell yeah. Let's go shit. Am I referring to fixes? Was I? I don't remember. No, this one's good. Right? Talking about plug. Hold on. Uh-oh. Well! Yeah, that blew up in my face real quick, didn't it? Guess what that is? Fascinating. Okay, so this is an exception to that. RIP! Yeah, but you're pushing all-time high, and you are sufficiently compressed, so... The difference is how far into it it's been played. So yeah, rip in peace. Alright, well now we need to look at plug again. Confidence has been smashed. I'm just kidding. Alright. Okay, I think the difference is in the parabola, right? Yeah, definitely. So, it has to do with a 3-wave PM reading, okay? You'll notice that this is a tapered move, whereas this is a parabola. EPD, let's check it out. Wow, okay. So, this is in a very undefinable bullish mean reversion. Well, we can, it's got 110. Yeah, so slow tapering bullish MR. I think what we care about is what here on the lower time frames. No, this is compressionary noise, all right? Because it's a bullish MR, you have an upward target, but it's going to be achieved noisily. So hard to read. All right, what's else, folks? What are we doing? 13, eh? That's fine. Give me your charts. BlackBerry. Guess what? My chart template's saved on BlackBerry. If I refresh this is where it goes. BlackBerry. And last time I saved my chart template is when we did an analysis on this bounce right here. And I didn't take it, and I'm fucking killing myself over it. Metaphorically, of course. But everything we've been talking about, one red solid plume, one trend pivot. Like it bounces off the trend pivot almost to the dollar. Or actually almost to the cent now that I look at it. And lo and behold, we just zoom out a bit and it quadruples some price. Okay, but what's it doing now? That's what we're really asking. Shit. God, and I talked about this a few days ago. Yeah, you have the trend pivot right here. Look at it. And you bounce off the trend pivot. Yeah, this is going back up. Or it could just bounce along the trend pivot. It's up to whatever this is doing, I don't know. I guess what we can do from here, guys. This move also generates a trend pivot on a lower time frame. Would you look at that? Guys! Look at that! One solid red plume. What is this? It's perfect! Like... God. That's messed up, man. That's messed up. And guess what? I switched to the 5-minute chart, and guess what's going to happen? Oh, well. That's one thing to look out for. You have the introduction of a prior expansion. Top 3 streams of On the Line. So, you'll notice that this expansion here goes up to 120, but it's re-expanding a prior move, which gives you this choppy double cloud. See, this is actually a disconnected cloud. So if we look here at the 125 period, it's going to appear the same as the 15-minute. Behold. It's beautiful. Alright, what's next? MCLO? Yeah, this is bullish. Oh boy. Low volume. Okay, so we do not have enough history on this chart to generate a mean inversion on the daily. It is bad. We have this expansion, but it immediately mean inverted and then re-expanded. No. I'm not going to analyze this. There's not much I can do on this chart. And that's okay. Yeah, especially now. I have no readings here. Oh, you want to get tucked in? Doggy's scratching her bed. I gotta tuck her in. Tuck her in! Okay. Get in your bed. There you go. And you're gonna wrap her up in her blanket. That's a good girl. Oh, yeah. Good girl. Okay, what's next? Ah, shit. Bondley. Get out of here. Oh boy. Implied 1 hour bullish. If it's really soft though. Yeah, you have the expansion on the 1 hour and the 4 hour that implies bullishness. So, good. You got green overhead. Yeah, I like it. Just can I define an entry for you? Roughly 0.546. I got ArcelorMittal. I don't know what that means, man. MT. You could have typed MT. There we go. Probably not, because I would have tried MT/BTC. So, good on your part, man. Oh, shit. Yeah, you got that weekly expansion again. I'd say it's bullish. Weekly is bullish. Uh-oh. Guys! Look at that pivot! Didn't I just do MSCLO? I did. I said it was too low cap and it didn't do anything. Or at least my indicators gave you a flat 0 reading. Look at that! Yeah, so you have a bullish weekly expansion and you have this trend pivot, which is just being gloriously held. No, that's bullish. Like if you want to try to buy on that trend line or 1.25 standard deviation at the 160 period, that's your play, boy. That's good. It's bullish. MLCO? Shit. Did I do this? I don't remember. I did mRNA, that's what I did. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, dude. I didn't do this one. My bad. Weekly. Wow. You got a lot of... Okay, so... we have the stimulus coming up, and you have all these charts that are fully compressed and ready to break out. That's good. I like it. This is some spicy looking stuff, guys. I think on this one, they all have the same trend of it. Hold on. Same thing, dude. You're on the trend pivot. All right, here's what you're gonna like. This is the 4-hour chart, and look at where this defines the trend pivot. You go to the daily chart. Trend pivot's in almost exactly the same place, right? These indicators are going to work through time frames because volatility is relative. So we're reading about 40 here. And you go to the 4-hour, and the reading is 120. Right? Do a little bit of math. What is 4 times 6? 24. Oh, that's not right. Hold on. I've confused myself. All right, so daily 40, right? Good. 40 times 6, because there's 4 6-hour periods. 6 4-hour periods. Sorry. It's 240. 4-hour chart. Huh. 100. Okay, why is that happening? Well, it has to do with period look back. We look back 100 candles. We are incorporating set volatility there with the 4-hour chart. Incorporate 100 candles back. It's far less volatile. Okay, makes sense. Still not as satisfying as I wanted it to be. Although, if we were to look at the 240 period here, I'm kind of curious what it would look like. 240. What? Oh god, what have I done? This is why I need to let ACAT tell me the readings instead of 3D Wave PM. It's my fault. So I'm eyeballing the readings based on just a low resolution heat map, and I need to be updating this indicator to the newest version so it displays on chart. My fault. Okay. Indicators. Give me... I'm going through a lot of effort to prove something that is not important. Let's see. I want ACAT 14 to 16 standard res. Let's go. Oh boy. We're loading, baby. Here we go. Okay. Oh boy, look at all these values. I think it's the bottom. Huzzah! Actually, that's super useful. I just need to update this. Cool. LOXP is 44. That is the exact value. I'm gonna go to the 4-hour. Give me the LOXP value. LOXP is 106. Cool. We did it! We now have exact values. Huzzah. How many viewers did I lose during that? 3. Not bad. Anyway. Kind of glad I did that. I've been holding off too long. Should probably compliment Cat on this excellent feature. Okay, there we go. Beautiful. Alright, get your final questions in, folks. It's been fun. Ugh. I'm still here and I'm loving it. Yeah, dude. It's heavy stuff. Pretty sure I just did that, right? Somebody's coming into my channel. Hi, dude. Everybody, please join my Discord channel and harass me with questions every day. That is what I live for. You better believe it. Bullish on MCLO or what? Fuck. I didn't answer that, did I? Wave PM readings imply bearish, weekly impulse implies bullish. There are better charts. Yeah, 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily are bearish. Weekly is bullish. So mixed chart. Oh, profound! So, I make dice, which is just what it sounds like. I make Dungeons and Dragons dice. I do pretty well off of it. I implied the readings are mixed, and I'm not 100% sure. And every time I post a new design, everybody posts the exact same goddamn comment every time. And it's driving me crazy. Everybody says, oh, it would hurt so much to step on. And it's just mind-numbing. Like 70% of the comments are exactly the same. It's like, oh, I'm gonna bleed. Uh-oh. See how much damage a caltrop would do. It's like, oh, call out the table shredder. Legos, you've met your match. If you put it in your pocket and you sit, you will experience lots of pain. Call it a caltrop. Oh, look it. It's hazardous to pick up. Oh, cool. It would suck if you stepped on it, though. It's like, it's insane. This is it, by the way. It's amazing. I designed them in Blender, and then I 3D print them into wax and tested them. So, it's pretty cool stuff. So, that is the art that I do. During this live stream, I've just sold 2 of these for $120, baby. Let's go. Yeah, pretty much. I wrote up a rather humorous reply to someone about stepping on dice, and it was so devastating they deleted their comment. So, perhaps another day. What's next, my boys? Take a look at my Instagram, shall we? I made these. Hold on. This is for you guys. You can follow my Instagram. Yeah. Yep. Oh, this is like a quick recap of all the dice I've ever made. It's like a minute long. We can do it another time. But yeah, go through this. It's pretty cool. This is my favorite render of all time. I want to eat it. I don't know why. This is the coral one I made. It's gonna be a bitch to 3D print though. I gotta print it out like 30 millimeters. Alright. Take a look at living, shall we? Living the life over here, baby! Alright. Weekly chart. How are we looking? High potential energy. Daily chart. How are we looking? Nothing. Daily chart tells us absolutely nothing. 4-hour chart. How are we looking? Track TLCP. I really need to start using that value more. It's just like a hold-in. It can be a good trend pivot. It's just not as reliable. Okay, 1 hour is generating off of this, which I don't like. 15-minute. I got nothing. I'm sorry, dude. Oh, Lord. This is my solid gold B20. I got paid $2,500 to make it. That's pretty cool, man. You guys gotta get into making dice. It's good money. This is this bad boy, which is incredibly illegible, but by God, is it a status symbol. Mar ear. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna type it in and see what happens. Mar. Area. Got it. Weekly. Nope. Same readings, but not as compressed. Daily. No. Implied mean inversion, expansion with volatility overhead. Okay. 4 hour. Sufficient compression, re-expansion. Alright, this we can trade. 4 hours good. Blocks based on 80. Check it out. Yeah, you're right on that pivot, which is dangerous. 1 hour should give us the locks automatically. Hold on. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so this is actually pretty tradable. This looks good. I would try to put a buy based on this pivot, which is... Oh, nice. I can do this now. 420. All right, 420, 1.25 standard deviation. That's your pivot. You should buy when it bounces on it. Okay? Looks good. I don't know what this is. Weekly? Wow. Not enough data. Daily? Impressionary noise. 4 hour? Also, you should probably be doing the fundamentals on these. Just don't take my word for it. Like, what I want you to do is I'm just going to give you the template. Hold on. Alright. You're going to take this. I actually already did mRNA, didn't I? Pretty sure I did. Didn't you already ask that? You did. You did. So... SD? I don't know what SD is. Just whatever that line I gave you was. 165, 1.25 standard deviation. That's what it is. Or a 165 period CCI when it touches the 100 value. It doesn't go below. Essentially, you want to take this chart template, okay? There. I already posted that. Yeah, use that. Every single one of these, I want you to know what they are and I want you to use them. Just all these fundamentals down here. Alright? Diluted EPS, net income, EBIT, quick ratio, PE ratio, market cap, price earnings ratio, forward quarterly. Alright, take that. That's the standard deviation. Oh, on which standard deviation? 1.25. There you go, dude. Sorry. I misread. But you should be able to do that for all your charts. I'm just too lazy when I'm doing quick analysis. And we refresh the chart. Alright, what's next, folks? I think that's it, folks. Oh, MR. Okay. mRNA. Hey. First up, we're gonna look at the locks, which is not auto-generating. $300 period. Nice. It is already set to 300. This is bearishly mean reverting on the 4-hour chart. That is bearish. Okay. So that's gonna be enough for me. 1.25 standard deviation is the empirical constant. Okay. Right, you load a CCI, 100 and negative 100 are 1.25 standard deviation. It's the empirical constant for the expansion or compression of any distributional period. Or in other words, the trend pivot. That's the secret of life, guys. Oh! I'm stretching. Fuck. All right. Ah, dude, I want pancakes. Sound like an auctioneer. Watch the replay on my YouTube channel. Guys, I'm burning out here. I just came back from the gym. I'm hungry. I'm burning out, man. Running out of juice. An auctioneer, yeah, seriously. But I would definitely go back. Alrighty, that's gonna be it. I'm tired. It's been a pleasure, everybody. I'll talk to you all Monday. That's reasonable. Later.